morning, everyone. This is Elayne from Anabellas. Welcome back to Flosstube number 48. I am so happy that you're here. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I talk primarily about cross stitch and quilting and paper crafting with a little bit of my life thrown in. I hope that you like what you see and that you'll ring the bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a new video or have some fun news to share. And if you're a returning subscriber, I am so thankful for you, and I'm so grateful that you share my channel with your friends. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had just an amazing Thanksgiving and that you got a lot of rest so that you're all geared up for Black Friday shopping today. I had a good week. Last week so I film on Fridays, and last week on Saturday, Terry and I had Elijah all day. So we just had a great time with him, got to spend a lot of time, spoiling him a little bit. We went to Target and we went to the park, and then his mom came over and, we had a nice dinner. So it was really a very nice time. And then I saw baby Kobe a few times because the girls live right around the corner. So I was able to pop in and see Kobe, who is a month old now. And then my son and Jamie went to our home in North Carolina for Thanksgiving. And Jamie sent me a picture of Colton yesterday. So there's my sweet boy on my porch, which overlooks the mountains. But look, he's got a little halo. You really can't see, but he is just so precious. Actually, Hope was there too. So here's Hopi. Hopi will be our Hopi will be our granddaughter if they get married, but we love her like our granddaughter right now. So there's Hope, she's 4, and there's our sweet little Colton. So now I have a 3-year-old because Elijah's birthday is today. He is actually 3 years old. So we have a 3-year-old, we have a 4-month-old with Colton, and then we have a 1-month-old with Kobe. So we just have grandbabies, coming out of our ears. And then, of course, Hope is 4, and Mallory is 12. And Mallory is our other older grandchild that we just adore to pieces. All right, so basically that was what I did as far as family stuff. Terry, he's in the doghouse right now. There's now Christmas dishes that are missing. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't know where things go. I started to unpack the boxes for, my Christmas dishes. And I get through, the one box, and it's the salad plates, and then it's got the gravy boat and the platter and the salt and the pepper shakers. And then I'm like, where's the box with all the big dinner dishes and the serving bowls? I don't know, he says. I don't know where it is. I said, well, can you go look? Needless to say, he can't find it. So I don't know what's going on with all my stuff, but I'm sad because I've had those dishes for over 30 years, and I bought them when my first husband and I were poor as church mice, as my grandmother used to say. And I love them. I got them. I'm not even going to tell you where I got them because I'm kind of embarrassed, but I'll tell you because you're my stitchy friends. I got them at Walgreens back in the 80s, and they are just beautiful. And it was all I could afford, and I just love them to death. And now I'm missing, a big part of that set. So he's going to have dinner on paper plates for Christmas, and the rest of us are going to eat on the salad plates. So I don't know. He's in the doghouse. But his bills won last night, so he's very happy. So let's talk about what we did for Thanksgiving. So here's the thing. I think I've mentioned, I know I've mentioned before that our little baby Emma is 16 and, blind and deaf, and we're just not comfortable taking her, away. So the girls went to the West Coast and they celebrated over there this week. That's, the West Coast of Florida, not the West Coast of the United States. And then Andrew, of course, is in our home in Maggie. So that left Terry and I to decide what we were going to do. And rather than have me cook for the two of us, he made reservations at the Four Seasons Hotel, which we have here in Palm Beach. And we had just a great dinner yesterday. We went and we sat by the ocean for a little bit. And then, you know, we had just a terrific dinner. The turkey was fantastic. The stuffing was good. I maybe overate just a little bit. But it was really, really nice. And a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd be like really, you know, kind of in mourning that I wasn't with all my kids. But it was different and it was fun and we had a great time. And I got to talk to all of them. So that was good. I got in a lot of stitching. Well, no. I didn't get in a lot of stitching this week. I got in some paper crafting. I have an FFO to show you. And we got in we didn't get in hardly anything in the shop. So I've got just a few things that came into the shop that I'll share with you. So why don't we get started? You could grab a pen, but I don't know that you'll need one because really we didn't get very much in. So let me start with my FFO. Okay, so you all know that I have a love-hate relationship with linen. And if you're new to my channel, my motto here at Anabellas is it's perfectly okay to be perfectly imperfect. So hashtag perfectly imperfect whenever you are posting an FFO or you're on Instagram or Facebook. You know, it's okay if, you know, when you're stitching, you maybe miss a stitch or you're off by a row. As long as it doesn't ruin the entire project, it's okay. If you are quilting and, you know, sewing and, you know, you make a mistake, be gentle with yourself. You know, enjoy the love of cross-stitching or quilting or paper crafting and, you know, don't try to be perfect. Just be happy with what you're able to turn out. So this is my FFO. I finished my little Noel and I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I did stitch this on 32 count. No, I'm sorry, 28 count, which was, you know, fun, kind of, maybe. I don't know. You know, I love it. I think this is beautiful. I think I did a great job on it. It is definitely perfectly imperfect. I'm off with my E. You can see here, this should be over here. But you know what? Does it matter at the end of the day? No. Will I still display it? Yes. And, you know, I just love it. And I did the back and I put this little sprig up here and it's very thin. And it's going to be sitting in my tier tray in my kitchen right now. And then maybe it'll go on my porch on a nice day. But there you go. And I'm going to have this up on the blog later today, my how-to, my do-it-yourself, so that if you want to see how I finish this, you can hop on and you can read the blog post about that. But that won't be up till later today because I have to do other things first. But there you go. That's my FFO. I love it. I'm gonna not stitch on linen for a minute. I'm gonna give it a break and go back to my 14, 16, and 18 count Ada for just a bit. But I'm sure I'll go back to linen because now that I know I can do it, you know, and that it comes out good, then, you know, that's what I'll do maybe once in a while. So thanks for all your kind comments as I struggled with this. I really appreciate it. It was a challenge, but, you know, practice makes perfect. Then I have a new start, and don't yell at me. A lot of you saw this on Facebook and you're like, where's mine? Okay, so I have a start. I started the Nutcracker Village, and I know many of you have joined our stitch along and are going to be stitching along with us on Facebook. If you'd like to stitch this entire brand new series with us, the link is below and we'd love to have you. Doesn't matter when you start. I only got in 25 of these. The rest I will order today and they'll be in next week. So I was on an auto ship for 25 and I very severely underestimated how many people wanted it. So I have to put in a very large order today when the distributor opens. So if you were one of the first 25, then yours is in the mail. And if you were number 26 or higher, yours will be coming later this week. If I order it today, I'll have it on Wednesday and those orders will go right out. So I am stitching this on 14 count lamb's wool, and that is how much I've completed so far. And again, it is Nutcracker Village. So I've got in, the village done, and I've started the little guy. This is called Clara and the Prince. It's the first chart in the series. So isn't he sweet? So that's coming along nice. And then I'm going to finish up her and then scoot over and do a tree. And when I get to the top, I'm going to go over here and do Nutcracker, then down, and then I'll do the border last. But that is my new start. So I like that very much. And then I only brought in two, and I've already have this all ready to go. So this is all the called for floss. And then there's three or four skeins of DMC. But these are, to complete the entire series. So I just threw it on a ring. I don't have a pretty, thread keep right now. So I'm looking into carrying some for the shop. So you'll be able to buy some thread keeps that are nicer than just these 3-inch rings. But that's coming, at the end of December maybe, or beginning of January. Anyway, so I worked on that, and then, I do have 3 that I brought in. Okay, so I did a little bit on this. This is Kind and Gentle Woodland Holiday Sampler. So that is this beautiful design. I'm stitching this on 14 count iridescent white, and that is how much I've gotten done. So, I've done, whoop, is he upside down? Yes, he is upside down. He goes this way. There you go. He goes this way. He's looking down at the rabbit. So he's looking down at the rabbit. So I just have to, I've started his neck. So I'll move over now and do his body. Now, let me just tell you, look at this fabric. It's going to be tight. I don't know that I counted it just to make sure. This only comes the way it comes. So, if anybody's stitching on this, be very, very careful where you start and make sure you count over to your end, because I think it's going to be maybe an inch if I'm lucky, my border. So this guy may just have to be framed. He's probably not going to be a pillow, but I can hang him in my living room, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm enjoying this. I love stitching this. Love the colors, and I'll be working on him this weekend. And this one is Comfort and Joy. I showed you this last week. I made some more progress, but I want to show you the flower here. In the chart, it's filled in with another color. I don't know if you can tell. And I only put the gold around the outside. I'm thinking I might leave the center part just the way it is. I'm going to complete the entire design, and then if I don't like it, I'm going to go back and add the called for color or a different color. But if you look at it here, you can see that it's 2 shades of gold, and I kind of just like the 1 shade. But we'll see. And that's another example of being perfectly imperfect. You don't have to follow. You can make these charts your own. You can change colors, and you can change fabrics, and you can stitch it any way that you'd like. And I'm stitching this, like I said, on 14 count platinum. So that one is coming along. And then last but not least, I worked on Gathering Snowflakes. And I'm almost, I've done quite a bit. I finished his face. Here he is. And I'm using Deep Blue Sea. So here he is. Finished his face, came all the way down to the bottom here. So I'm right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to come back up to the top, and I'm going to start the hat. And I'm going to do this part last because I'm concerned about my stitch count. But there you go. Isn't he adorable? And this Deep Blue Sea is the floss that I chose for this design. It's a very beautiful variegated baby blue. And I'm also stitching this on the 14 count iridescent. So those are my WIPs this week, ladies. Not a lot, but some. And you saw my FFO. And I did a little bit of paper crafting, which I'll show you real quick. I did a layout of baby Kobe and Snuggle, and this is, and I hang this in my on my thing in my family room. So there's Terry and I. This is kind of funny. Burr at the beach, South Florida. I raised it up a little bit. I'm going to journal here. Use some Prima flowers, as you can see. So this is from Simple Stories. So this is just a little Christmas layout I did. And then I always kind of make coordinating cards. So just a quick little, oh, this has kind of got flattened when I carried it. Just a quick little card that I made. And I always make envelopes, you know, that kind of go along with it. So this greeting card opens this way. Okay, it just opens this way. So there you go. And I put a little pearl here and just threw on some twine. But you'll be seeing a lot more paper crafting in the coming months. I'll be working on quite a bit today, I think. When I go home this afternoon, I'm going to be doing a lot of paper crafting. Okay, let's jump into some store haul. Like I said, we didn't get a lot, but we got some. Oh, I know what I didn't bring. I forgot to bring my Winter Rose Manor. That is our sit and stitch in, which we did not have on Tuesday because with the holiday, everything kind of got away from me. But we will have it this coming Tuesday, and the invites for the Zoom group will go out on Sunday. So if you would like to join us for our sit and stitch in, it's held every Tuesday from 7 to 9. We are stitching Winter Rose Manor by Brenda over at With Thy Needle and Thread. You don't have to stitch that. You can sit and stitch with us, anything that you'd like. But I do need you to send me an email at info@anabellas.net so I can add you to the Zoom invite. And you can pop on anytime and you don't have to stay for the whole 2 hours. That's just as long as we keep the meeting going. So, okay, here are some new things that came in. I think I showed this before and everybody loved it. This is one of those hidden gems that I talked about. I found this when I was going through Little House Needleworks old designs, and ever since I brought it back into the shop, people just love it. So let me show it to you. It's called Home of a Needleworker. It's by Little House Needleworks, another little gem that I found. So there you go. Isn't that adorable? And I would love to stitch this and put this right by my front door, right? So when people walk in, they know they're in the home of a needleworker and how important that is. All right, another Prairie Schooler. I know I've showed you quite a few of these. We have pretty much sold out of everything that came in last week. So I have reordered all the Santas Revisited. And I believe most of them are in the shop, and if not, they'll be in on Wednesday. We did show last week Christmas Eve, and then I just got in Christmas Day. And I can't take these out of the sleeve because they're too tight, but this is Christmas Day by the Prairie Schooler. It is beautiful. And I'm sorry for the glare, I'm doing my best. So there you go. Then Puntini did a really cute design. This is the most wonderful time of the year. Isn't this adorable? The buttons are not included, the pins. So you can get those from Just Another Button Company. I think, no, or maybe not, but you could, I don't think so. Let me take that back. I think you have to get these directly from Puntini. But there you go. Or you could just buy pins and make it your own. So that came in, and I like that very much. Then Kmb Studio Creations, I brought this designer into our shop because I just fell in love with her creations. And we've got quite a few now, but this one just came out the other day. It's called Winter Cabin. Here we go again. Isn't that cute? Reminds me of our house in North Carolina, which means I will probably stitch this and bring it up there and put it up there in my house. Sorry, guys. Hot Cocoa by Shannon Christine, back in stock. Great stitch. Christmas is a Gift by the Prairie Schooler. This is new. Then Christmas Morning at Santa's Kitchen. Isn't that adorable? Let me turn it this way. There you go. Isn't that cute? Then Stallions Christmas. We sold out of this already, but it'll be in again later this week. Beautiful. And then Hot Cocoa Season is the last new release by Twin Peak Primitives. Don't they turn out just the most beautiful designs? So there you go. Hot Cocoa Season, Stallion's Christmas, Christmas Morning at Santa's, and Christmas is a Gift. Those are all the new Prairie Schoolers that just came out. And Shannon Christine has a lot of really nice designs. So I showed you Hot Cocoa, and I believe that there are a few in this series. So if you want to check them out, just type her name in the subject line, in the search bar in my Etsy shop, and you can find all Shannon's designs. And speaking of my shop, today's Black Friday, so this is going to be a really short video. I decided to go ahead and do a big, gigantic Black Friday sale because I want to say thank you to everybody who chooses to shop with me. We are a family-owned and operated business, and our customers mean everything to us. We would not be where we are today if it wasn't for all of you. And you know, so I went through the shop, and I think there's over 800 items now that are on sale at 30% off. So ladies, you know, hide your credit cards or send your husband out to do the food shopping. But there's some really great items that we've gone ahead and put on sale for you. And this Black Friday sale is going to run all weekend. And I might even extend it. So, but it's, you know, limited quantities. What's there, once it's gone, it's gone. So I won't be reordering a lot of it. So go ahead and take a peek if you'd like. No, you know, no pressure, but I just wanted to let you know that we are having a very big Black Friday sale, just to say thank you to all of you for choosing to shop with me. It means the world to me. Okay, last but not least, I'm not doing BellaBits this week, and I may not do BellaBits again for quite a while, because if you are a quilting person and you watch Anabellas, you can stay on. If you don't like fabric, or you don't like to sew and you don't like to quilt, then you can sign off now. But I wanted to share the brand new BellaBundles that we have created with you now. These are from Leela Boutique for Moda Fabrics. This line is called Love Notes. It just came into the shop. It is also on sale for Black Friday. So if you see a BellaBundle here that you'd like, or you want to buy any of this fabric by the yard or by the half yard, you can certainly feel free to do that. So the first bundle I'm going to show you are the greens. So here is the BellaBundle in the greens. I'm going to flip through these really quick. So we have the rose. Isn't that pretty? The hexies. This is a print. It's really pretty. It says Rose and Bloom, but just beautiful. And then we have tiny little hearts in the green. We have herringbone stripe. We have another darker green olive. And we have the pinstripe. And then we have the daisies. So that is our green BellaBundle. This next BellaBundle is Dusty Rose and Pinks. So this is the bundle. It's just beautiful. Remember, BellaBundles are for your cross-stitch finishing or small sewing projects. I try to choose fabric collections that have smaller prints so that you can use them in your cross-stitch finishing or for any of your small quilting projects, because these are fat quarters. You can also, of course, you know, cut these and make charms, you know, 8x8s or 5x5s for your quilts. Whatever you choose to do with a fat quarter. But we do put these together for you. So there we have the daisy. Then we have the pretty rose. We have the stripe, the herringbone, the hexies. And aren't these adorable? Just think ahead to Thanksgiving, to Valentine's Day. Tiny, tiny little hearts in the dusty pink and the rose. So there you go. Then the next BellaBundle is called Cloud. So this is both white and cloud. So we have the pretty cloud florals. This is my favorite, of course, my favorite colorway. the daisies, the print on white. Then this is hearts, multi-hearts. So these are multicolors. Just adorable. And with the herringbone. More tiny little hearts on the cloud. Little pink hearts. Then daisies on white. And then the dusty pink herringbone. Isn't that pretty? Just love this BellaBundle. It's so pretty. And then last but not least, we have Dusty Blues. This is the Dusty Blue BellaBundle. And it has tiny little hearts. We have the daisy. Then we have white, the little tiny hearts on white. We have the herringbone, flowers, pinstripe, hexies, and last but not least, the pretty print. So let me just open this so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. So just thought I'd share that because I know some of you do enjoy sewing and quilting and, you know, finishing your cross-stitch pieces with some pretty fabric around your FFO. So that's it. That's all I have today. I don't have much today. I can't believe it. It's only 26 minutes. So have a great weekend. I hope that all of you get to spend time doing whatever you love, whether it's decorating your home for the holidays or whether it's getting in some shopping or whether it's just sitting and stitching. I hope you get to do all of that with those that you love around you. And I want to thank you again. Please follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. Please share my channel with your stitchy friends and with your quilting friends. We are getting very close to the 3,000 mark of subscribers. And when we do, we'll have a big giveaway. But until then, I want to thank all of you. I did not pick a winner this week. It got away from me. But next week we will have I will select the winners from last week's video and you all will be able to get some happy mail. So this week's question is for next week, and then we'll have two. We'll have a double pick. We'll pick from last week and then we'll pick for this video. So let me think, what can be the question for this week? I don't know. I can't think of anything. I hate the stress and the pressure of trying to come up with a question. What is a good question? Well, how about this? What size needle do you use when you stitch? Do you use one size for all of your projects or do you use different sizes? And what number is it? Is it a 24? Is it a 26? What size needle do you use? And if you want, if you could tell us what is your favorite brand of needle. Needles are very important, right? We use them every single day. So I think it is an important question. What is your favorite size needle? What's your go-to? And then what is your favorite brand of needle? I'd like to know. I tend to just go for this one brand, which I'll share with you next week. But I'd like to know what your favorite brand is and what size you use. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate that you spend a little time with me every Friday. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you again next Friday. Thank you. Bye.